Urban, welcome.
Hey, I'm happy to be here. Appreciate it.
Awesome, man. Well, it's super cool to meet you. I've heard a lot of cool things about you. There's a lot of buzz, a lot of hype. So we're here to find out what's true, what's real, maybe get some behind the scenes info. Maybe you can tell the people what's really going on. So first question, all the people want to know, who is Urban Blaze?
Well, so Urban Blaze is like the character that I kind of created to really put out that person that I can't be in my personal life.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's kind of like the alter ego of the real you. So when you are writing, when you're performing, how much of the songwriting, the lyrics, how much of it's true to real life for you?
I'd say I'd give it about like a 75-25 split.
So what I like about that is it sounds like there's a lot of personality, a lot of kind of, this is a weird word to use, but intimacy in some of the songwriting. What's the most personal lyric for you right now?
Man, that's a hard question. The most personal lyric right now, I'm making plays in the field, y'all still stuck in the huddle. That's probably the most personal line for me right now.
Okay. Can you break that down?
Yeah, so I mean, growing up, I kind of struggled through the early years of high school and I got into a little trouble. And so a lot of people were like, man, you may not actually go do anything with your life. And so now I'm here making all these plays, Youngville's pushing me forward. And, everyone who told me that, they're still in the same place. So making plays in the field, you're stuck in the huddle.
That's pretty awesome, man. It's kind of inspirational, to be honest with you. So
well, that's the idea.
What has it been like working with Youngville?
Youngville, so I walked into the music industry with a blue microphone out of a 3x3 closet. So as a 17-year-old, Youngville's really developed me as an artist, as a songwriter, and I plan on taking every opportunity they push my way. And this is only the beginning.
That's awesome. Yeah, historically, Drake is known to take care of his people. He pushes the boundaries. He opens doors. And that's what I love about him too. It's cool that you feel that's what's going on.
100%.
Speaking of doors opening up, tell me a little bit about the current project.
So the current project, Team Patriot, is a huge deal for me. I'm a military kid, so this is really my big push back. Like, thank you, y'all have done so much. Y'all have raised me, y'all have turned me out to be a pretty decent guy. So, I mean, like, it's really a big thank you, especially to the people who were inspirational to those specific projects. So, my mom, my stepdad, my father, my stepmom, all military, really put in the work, and I just didn't see it until I kind of grew up. And when I did, I was like, I gotta give back somehow, and music's the best way.
Is there any sense of, I guess, nervousness or any sense of, is there any fear around being a military kid? Or what's that like being, in the music industry?
So I've kind of always learned that my life is a good life full of goodbyes, and that's not a bad thing, but it teaches you to expect change, and the music industry has changed. If you look back over music history, totally. It's just completely new. So I think that being in the music industry, being a military kid, really set me up for success by preparing for, like, you don't know what's coming next, but it's coming,
Yeah.
So
is there any type of volunteer work, any type of organizations that you're going to be working with, or are you setting that up right now?
So actually, we're looking at doing a blanket drive. We're going to get some big blankets, and they're going to say Urban Blaze on them, and we're going to go hand them out to homeless people. Like, okay. It's going to be cold this year based on the almanac. So, I mean, everyone deserves to be warm, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's incredible. It's awesome that you guys have compassion as a team for, people in that situation. So I think that's awesome. So one of the things, obviously, that is huge in every artist's life, every single day, social media, the camera is always rolling when you're an artist. And so tell me about how you connect with the people, your fans. What are some of your favorite ways to talk to people?
Well, so I'm a student, so I'm in school 6 hours of the day. But if people DM me, I can generally get back to you within like 2 hours based on whatever class I'm in, which I like to think is pretty impressive just because I got to balance those two lives.
Sure.
And then I go live every Sunday, and I love to have people ask me questions or give me like that little, damn, that was really good. I really like that. Or, hey, those bars were kind of weak. You should redo that. I love hearing the criticism, and I love hearing the compliments because it helps develop me as a person and as an artist.
Definitely, definitely. Have there been any, you said it first, have there been any bits of criticism that cut a little deep?
Cut a little deep. Not deeply, but like I was like, man, I thought that was hard, and they didn't think it was hard. So I mean, yeah, I guess, but I've always been I always want to better myself. So if I take it personally, it's just gonna make me backtrack from where I was.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. Because honestly, it's hard to not take something that is personal to you personally.
Yeah, it's my life, my career.
So it sounds like you are, super hungry. That you are just like ready to take on this project like full steam.
Oh yeah, every single day I challenge myself to write, at least 45 to a minute and a half, if not a full song, because some days I can knock out a full song, like just sit down, so I can really like build that whole, I can switch up the flows and learn new ways to say things, and just always trying to improve, man.
That's awesome. What's the most challenging song on the record for you to do?
Whew. Okay, I'd probably say the most challenging song would be Get Along. It's very Lion King-y, like if there was a third Lion King. And it was a little difficult for me because it's not exactly my type of music. It's a genre that I had never like practiced or really listened to either. Sure. So they were like, this is a great idea and I love your lyrics. We should go in and do this. And I was like, it was kind of like a project that I didn't really want to record. But it turned out absolutely fantastic.
That's so cool.
I can't complain.
I always like to talk to people about where you came from, what, because I feel like that shapes so much of who you are now. So do you have any inspirations that you've been able to pull from or that have really influenced both your music career and people that you might look up to just in general?
Yeah, so in my personal life, I really look up to my mother. She's incredibly intelligent, but she also raised me for a lot of my life. So a lot of the things that she likes and she has taught me, I've been able to apply in real life. And so, yeah, I really look up to my mom.
Cool.
She's my mom. And then I guess in the music industry, I look up to so many people. I mean, I can't even start a list because I love all genres of music. And so it's kind of hard to choose one person.
Totally. If you could tour with anybody right now, opening or headlining, I mean, who would it be? Who would you be on stage with?
Who would I be on stage with? I would want to either be with like Ski Mask and Juice WRLD or like G-Eazy and YB and Cordae.
That's
like
awesome.
That would be fantastic.
That's killer, man. Well, man, shout out to Mom. Yeah. You got a huge shout out there. And it was super cool to talk to you, man. It's been a pleasure. And is there anything, that you want to tell the people? You can look into that camera and just give them what you got coming up right now.
Team Patriot drops the 7th. Party drops the 17th of November. All right, so we're going to turn up to Party. And, as always, stay wild.